back to Common Sense, everyone, where common minds come together because...
Common sense ain't that common, y'all.
Welcome back, everybody. And for those of you who enjoy our anime content, you are indeed in for a sweet treat today. A very soul-fulfilling treat. I do say so myself. You got it? You got it?
Yeah. Hopefully you're not in the Rukon district, though, because that's the hood.
Stay tuned for Common Sense. You guys, so let's get straight into it. Down here in the world of the living, me and Cameron had to go see the new Bleach 1000-Year Blood War Calamity movie. So today, of course, we're going to talk about it.
And just to start off, D'Angelo, just coming off of Cour 3, which was a really good season as well, you kind of wonder where they're going to go with this. As far as you get to see that Uryu isn't an op. He's not the top op. Maybe he was playing along this whole time. You see both the dads of Ichigo and Uryu show up as well. So it left you on a big cliffhanger, and you were kind of trying to see what was going to happen going forward.
The movie in itself was amazing. The experience to watch it in the theater, the only thing that kind of took the experience down a little bit for me was the fact that the screen was like half of what the screen actually was, but that could differ theater to theater. But that was the only thing. The movie within itself was amazing. I didn't even care that it was technically just 3 episodes in the movie. It was a great experience for me. What about you?
So I loved it, and that's because I'm a hardcore Bleach fan. But I will say, if you're not, I wouldn't necessarily rush to the theater to go see this one, because like you said, it is just 3 episodes of the of just the new season that's out.
It's gonna come out.
That comes out on the 25th. So it's no rush to watch. I guess to watch it, but you're gonna start seeing spoilers everywhere sooner or later.
Right.
So that's why we went go ahead and see it. Yeah.
And specifically, if you're like a big anime head, I would say go watch it.
Definitely
you
go
have
see
to
it.
go watch your favorite anime in the theater. Hopefully, your favorite anime gets in the theater. If not, I'm sorry. But it is a great experience to see one of your favorite animes in the theater.
And there were a ton of good moments in this movie, so we're gonna go over some of the highlights. And so, D'Angelo, you can start us off with what you thought was, one of the highlights of the film.
So you know that I am a huge Kisuke fan. He's one of my favorite characters in Bleach. But one thing I have been wondering since I started watching Bleach was, what is this man's Bankai going to be like? We see how smart Kisuke is. We see that his backstory with the Soul Society and everything. So the fact that we were able to see his Bankai finally was a great moment for me. I thought his Bankai was great. I think it fits perfectly with who Kisuke is. I thought it was amazing. What about you? I
enjoyed it. The fact that it was a woman in a red dress, it's Kisuke, you know what I'm saying? So I knew something like that, maybe woman like that was gonna come out, but it was cool to see it live and see what it does actually, because he's prepared for everything. So this one,
so
just in case he's not prepared, there's something for him.
The fact that his Bankai basically can repair anything definitely fits who Kisuke is.
Most definitely. And one of my favorite highlights of this just 3 episode, I guess are we calling it a movie? What are we calling it?
Just call it a movie.
Okay. One of my favorite parts of this movie, and kind of going back to the start of 1000-Year Blood War, is that everyone in Bleach matters. I think it's the little moments. It isn't necessarily the main characters, but Nell falling out of the sky, yelling Ichigo. If you watch the Hueco Mundo arc, well, hopefully you watch the Hueco Mundo arc to get to this, she is the only one who yells Ichigo like that. So you knew who it was. And in this movie, you get to see Uru and Genta, the 2 kids at the shop with Kisuke, and it's just like, hold on, these are the kids, but they're now teenagers now. So it just kind of shows that everything is connected. Even seeing people like Grimmjow come back, it just shows that everyone is so important. The Fullbringers come back.
I think you saw Tatsuki too.
Right, and you said it was like the Avengers Endgame thing. They brought everybody kind of back.
1000-Year Blood War is definitely like very in-game Infinity War-esque. Like it's a very good watch, and I think it's an attest to how great the storytelling is in Bleach when we can see these little moments, no matter how long they're on screen, and it hits you in the heartstrings a little bit because it makes you like look back on all of the stuff you watch, and I think that's great storytelling.
And it's kind of like the characters are growing up with you.
Right. I totally agree.
And one of these highlights, which I'm gonna let you talk about because you were excited for this moment, and then you got. I'll let you explain.
Okay, y'all. So another one of the most beloved characters in Bleach, Yoruichi, has a great moment in the movie. And in my opinion, it was completely overshadowed by fan service. Now, wait. Listen, I know the incels out there are gonna be like, wait, but anime has always had fan service, and Yoruichi has even always been a fan service character.
The pose, yeah.
Right. I am not discounting any of that. Okay, we have seen Yoruichi, of course, even in her transformation, is very fan service-esque. Like, you know what I mean? And I do understand that is a part of anime, okay? But this is such a big moment for Yoruichi, and the fact that we just see I'm saying how to put this that's safe for YouTube. Cheeks.
That's one way to put it.
The fact that we just see cheeks and prints of something in the movie, literally the title card. I don't even know if I can put a screenshot because we might get.
Literally take it out.
Yeah, we might get a strike. But to me, there's so much more to Yoruichi's character than fan service. Like, we learned that she was the head of the stealth force. She was a part of the noble family, but chose to leave the noble family. We see how strong she is. The fact that she taught Ichigo Bankai. Like, there's so much more to her than just fan service. And she's already fan service in the regular show.
And it was kind of ill-placed too, not to even cut you off, because her brother is dying in the background.
Yes!
Right.
And then she turns into her form. I think it's a God Thunder. I forgot the total name of it.
That was the name of the episode.
That was the name of the episode. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
She was some cat-like thing.
Yeah, I don't remember what her form was called, but that was a special moment for her to really showcase her power. And I feel like for that moment, did we really need to have all of that fan service? Because when you look at Yoruichi, she's already like fan service within herself. She's very curvy. She's wearing a leotard. The buns is out. The legs is out. The arms is out. She's already sexy within her character. So did we really need to do the behind shots? Did we really need to do the between the crack shot? Like, come on, bro. And then you have her licking on Kisuke smacking cheek. Like, it's just too... I'm okay with a little bit of fan service, but it just gets to a point, especially when you have a moment like that where she is supposed to have this big moment for her. That's just all I'm saying.
And fellas, I get it. It's cheeks. Everybody like them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, no cheeks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be that guy. But I think it's all about, I'm being for real. It's all about the moment it is in. I think there's a certain time and place for it, but as we get to the end of this arc and we see how sticky things are getting, did we really need to see it? That's my only thing. For the time being, I thought it was ill-placed.
Yes, I totally agree.
Just ill-placed for it.
Also, another point in the film that was very shocking for me, we learned that Ichibei, his plan was to make Ichigo into the Soul King. Now, in my opinion, this just speaks to basically both sides of the Soul Society. You have the part of the Soul Society that's supposed to keep everything balanced, and on most of the time they're trying to do the right thing. But the fact that Ichibei was going to make him into the Soul King and he didn't give him no type of warning, heads up, no information about it. And then it takes me back to the point where, you know, the Soul Society was gonna use Ichigo, or they did use Ichigo, and plan to basically dispose of him at any given point. Now, granted, Ichigo is the mixed baby of Bleach. He's a little bit of everything.
He's the hybrid of hybrids.
So he's the hybrid of hybrids. So the power in him, of course, if he were to turn rogue at any given time, it would be dangerous for the Soul Society. But it just goes to show you how, I guess you could say, I don't want to say flawed necessarily.
To me, the word was selfish. I think
Yes.
that for Squad Zero to be as strong as they are and to make Ichigo, I get like because I believe him and Ichibei went through the training and he made sure that Ichigo could handle the spirit of the Soul King, so it made more sense why it would be Ichigo. But he could have did it, right? Ichibei could have been the one to do it. But I think it just shows, again, the Soul Society is for themselves and will put the Soul Society over everything else. And that's how they move. And that's not really a surprise to me, because even Byakuyo was like, at least save the Soul Society.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? When he was dying. But it sucks to see that Ichigo has to be the bigger person in the situation again, because the Fullbring arc, he could have realistically been like, nah, I'm good on all of that after that. But he still took the higher road, and that's why I think he's such a good protagonist, because again, he takes this higher road. And even when Yuavaha was like, you would rather be their slave, and he was like, well, I'm just trying to save my friends.
I'm trying to save my family, save my friends, the people I care about.
Yeah.
And that's a great character point with Ichigo. I think that's what sets him apart, because I don't know, there's a whole lot of discourse about how Ichigo doesn't have motivations and how he doesn't want to be the Hokage, or he doesn't want to be the Pirate King. So, or the King of the Pirates. So it's like, everyone says he doesn't have motivation, but why does it have to be this large goal that he's trying to achieve? Why can't saving his friends and taking care of his family and the people he care about be enough?
I think that's why the villains hate him the most. I think with, people like Aizen and Yuavaha who have these long drawn out plans, and there's this fool trying to save his friends in my way as a hybrid of 5 different things, I'll be very upset as well. And so we also had some theories after watching these 3 episodes as well. And this is a theory you've been cooking up for a while.
A while. Since what?
If you read the manga, get out that comment section. I don't want to know if we're right or wrong. But if you have theories about it and you haven't read the manga, definitely put them down in the comment section. But go ahead.
So first I have to just say, this is how you know how good Bleach's story is, because you're so immersed in it and it leaves you wanting more, and it makes you thinking and plotting the things in your mind. So as he said, I have been cooking this theory since 2025?
Yeah.
I want to say. So let's talk about Kenny, good old Kenny and Yachiru, right? I have this theory that Yachiru is really Kenny's Zanpakuto. That is my theory, because throughout Bleach we see that she's just kind of with him, but we don't really know like where she came from, or we don't know the backstory. Like to see a character like Kenpachi being with a character like Yachiru, it's kind of like,
and just puts up with her no matter what she does. Yeah.
Like, he doesn't do that with anybody.
Right.
But her, and lay a finger on her and see what happened.
Right.
So it's kind of like, how did y'all even come together? What is that story?
Right.
And so in 1,000-Year Blood War, there is a scene where I think it is after the fight with Unohana, and Kenny becomes the Kenpachi.
Yep.
And there's this scene where Yachiru touches his sword. And then after that fight, he's constantly looking for her, and we never see her again after, at least to my knowledge. We never see her again. That is why I think that Yachiru is Kenny's Zanpakuto. And also, when we learn about what a Zanpakuto is, we learn that basically it's basically a phenomena where it can take different forms, like so, and we learn so much about it, and there's so many intricacies to a Zanpakuto. So who's to say that she can't just create herself a physical form like in front of everybody? Right. And I know there's a Zanpakuto filler arc that we haven't watched yet, which I'm pretty sure will give us more information into that, but that's my theory.
I like that, especially because it would be the perfect culmination of the story, and I think it would complete Kenpachi's character.
Yes.
That's already goes through so much, because Kenpachi gets labeled as the brute that just runs and kills everything, which he kind of does.
Right.
But if for him to have that emotional moment, I would love to see how they animate that and put that all together. I think it's gonna look really good. My theory is that Ichigo won't be the Soul King and Aizen will be the Soul King instead. Aizen, the evil person, yes. But to me, it makes so much sense because Aizen already told us in the original Bleach how much he hates the Soul King, how much he hates these things, and we shouldn't bow to this thing. Now, how Aizen is going to be the Soul King, I don't know. It's a wild theory, I know. But doesn't it just feel right that he is?
Yeah, that would be, now, they would have to do a lot of exploring and explaining to get to that point. But it would kind of be a full circle moment because, again, we know Aizen and we know that he doesn't like the way that the Soul Society is ran. But why? We don't know his motivations as of right now. And so if it comes around and we're explained his backstory and we're explained his motivations and why he's doing what he's doing.
He could be a better Soul King.
Right. And also, who's to say Aizen, okay, when I say this, who's to say he is inherently evil? You know what I mean? Like, of course, what he has done is bad. Okay, this is gonna sound terrible. What I'm trying to say is maybe
the advisor's over here looking at you crazy. He doing what?
Aizen is, okay, from what we see, Aizen is the villain, Aizen is evil, right? But maybe he chooses to take these actions because he really just does not like the way, or maybe there's something that we aren't aware of yet that we have to find out. Maybe Aizen wants a better future and he just doesn't agree with what is happening with the Soul King, right? So maybe that's just what's stopping him from basically coming into his character and coming back into like that full circle where, okay, I can be a good guy again, basically.
And going from good to evil, one of your other big theories is Oda Hime will play a huge part in defeating Yhwach.
Oh, yes. Okay, so you guys, I was one of those people in the beginning of Bleach that didn't really care for.
She hated Oda Hime.
Okay, look, let me explain myself. Let me explain myself. From the beginning, Oda Hime kind of comes off as one of those characters where, okay, is she just gonna be one of those characters that is just in love with the main character and that's all we're gonna make her about? But as Bleach went on, I started hating Orihime less and less and less and less to where I kind of like her now. And the reason why I say that is because you see like her inferiority complex coming into play, and that's why the scene where her and Ichigo are running up the stairs to fight Yhwach is one of, like, it's a very great scene for both of them. And we get even into the scene where she's talking to Tatsuki, looking at the flower, talking about Ichigo's heart and about how it lights up the room, and it's because she didn't finish it, but we all know it's because she loves him, right? There has to be a reason why it is those two, right? Chad and Ganju, they're fighting the statues. Now, realistically, they could have went in there and then they all could have fought the statues going out. But there is a reason why we are set up to have Orihime and Ichigo in this fight. And as you know, Orihime's power allows her to basically reverse time. How her healing factor works is that she reverses time in a sense. Now, I cannot explain this theory. This is just something.
Well, honestly, now that you're talking about it, and you're trying to explain this theory about how it might work. Well, when Ichigo fought, oh my gosh, Ukiura, Orihime was there because Ichigo died. Maybe Yhwach kills Ichigo again. And that's how it happens. Because maybe he needs a new form to beat Yhwach because nothing he's doing is working.
Nothing.
And he's sitting down.
Because she can rewind time. If Yhwach can see the future, what if she can, I don't want to say change the future, but what if she can rewind it to a point where he doesn't know what's going to come next? And I don't know how that's going to work, because if Yhwach can see the future, then he would probably see her being able to do that. I don't know the depths of the power structure yet with Yhwach, but I think she, either way, even if what I'm saying is false, I think she is going to play an imperative role in this big, large fight with Yhwach, because as we can see from the film, it is looking rough. Quincy's up.
And he talking that mess with
Oh my gosh, his talk is so nasty.
Crazy.
Oh my, first of all,
your mom fulfilled her job when she died.
Oh my god. You're still charging at me? Don't you want to conserve your strength? You should go get healed.
Right.
Yeah.
Go do your Bankai or something, bro. Like, really, like, show the power.
That's all you got.
This is crazy.
It's gonna work.
And lastly, this is our last theory. I think Uryu doesn't make it out of this arc. I know that's a wild thing because he's the protagonist. He is Ichigo's number 2. He is so integral in this show. But I think Uryu makes the ultimate sacrifice. And that's the way they beat the Quincy's.
No.
I think it's Uryu. I know you think it's Orihime. I think it's Uryu making one of the most ultimate sacrifices, putting his life on the line. And that's how this arc ends, sadly. But I hate it for him.
No.
But I'm just saying, I don't see how Uryu makes it all these fights.
I can't.
I don't see how he beats Ashford. I don't see how he would need a lot of help to do it. And I just think Uryu, knowing the truth about the Quincy's, knowing how much he needs to do to stop this from happening, I would not be surprised if he sacrificed everything to do it.
Okay. Looking at where we are in the fight right now with Ashford, it seems possible.
Right.
Because, like we said, Quincy's up 500 right now. But I can't picture. That's like killing off Bakugo. That's like killing off, as much as I don't like him, Sasuke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just don't know. That's like killing off Armin in the, well, technically. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't, that's one of them things where I would have to see it in order to be like, dang, it really happened.
Right.
I don't know.
I just think that's on the list of things besides Orihime that could make Ichigo turn into the Vaste Lorde. I think it would take something that drastic to do it.
But you know their dads are there, so they could have something. That's another sleeper pick for me that could bring something to the battle, because Ryuken has done research.
Right.
Maybe he knows something about the Quincy's that we don't know yet, and he could bring something to the battle. Ishin's there too, so we never know.
Right, but we thoroughly enjoyed this movie, as you can see. Looking forward to how this season wraps up, finishes up. And I don't think this will be because they said they're going to try to do some other stuff after this season, right? So that's going to be cool to see as well. But I am really interested to see how they piece this all together in this Avengers, because we haven't seen all the Fullbringers yet.
We haven't.
So I think there's still more time for us to see some characters that we haven't seen in a while. I want to see Ginjo personally.
That would be amazing.
But didn't Ginjo die?
I think so. I don't.
Did he? But then I felt like I saw him. I swore I saw him in season 1.
Is Tsukishima at work right now?
You talking about Uncle Tsukishima?
Uncle Tsukishima.
How you know him?
All right, you guys. So this is the same day that we recorded the video.
Because I thought I was crazy.
Yes.
I thought I was crazy, but I really wasn't crazy, y'all. So go ahead. So we over here rewatching 1,000 Year Blood War, and we like, okay, am I tripping or not? So we go, look, hold on. I know y'all know that fur from anywhere. Y'all know that fur. Y'all know that sleeve.
The suspenders.
That's Tsukishima. That mean that gotta be Ginjo. So hold on. We that done.
Ain't the way she keeps reminding us.
He even got the chain, y'all. Hold on. You lucky I can't see it. Hold on. He even got the chain. Look, please look right here. Look right here, y'all.
Ain't the way she keeps reminding us.
Oh Lord, that's the chain. That's all I'm gonna say.
But that's gonna wrap up the video. Please like and comment. Let us know if you had any theories, any highlights of the movie, and definitely what you're expecting down the line. And if you read the manga, don't spoil it. Don't do that for the people.
Because you know we like to engage with y'all. We like to read comments and stuff. If I read a comment and I see manga spoiler or anime spoilers from the manga, it's gonna be me and you.
We running up in houses. I'm just playing. We ain't running up. We don't want to let y'all. But that's gonna wrap up the video.
You're gonna feel my spiritual pressure.
We're gonna see you guys next time.